Joining us to discuss more on cryptocurrency is Bernie Muhammad. Greetings, sir.
Greetings.
All right. What's new on the blockchain?
There's quite a bit that's been going on over the last week or so. Everybody, of course, is paying attention to Ethereum. It's hit an all-time high. And as the questions were asked in that, how do people access the market? How do people get Bitcoin? How do they get Ethereum? How do they get into the cryptocurrency space? There's a lot of good information that's out there. There's a lot of bad information as well. So I'm hoping in our conversation we can kind of shed some light on that. A couple of other things highlight the head of the Ethereum network. A young man became the first or the richest, the youngest billionaire in the world. 27-year-old man named Vitalik Buterin, who founded Ethereum, basically became a billionaire because of all the activity and all the usefulness of that technology, the Ethereum blockchain. So you have that going on. You also have, as they mentioned, I think they were saying that there's $1.5 trillion of transactions. It crossed over the $2 trillion mark. So all around the world, cryptocurrency is becoming more and more of a regular, entrenched reality in how business is done. So it's something that you definitely don't want to miss. And lastly, there's the central bank digital currency all around the world. Again, there are different countries that have their own central banks, and those countries are ahead of the United States in implementing digital currency and blockchain technology into everyday life. America is running behind on that. So there's a lot of activity going on behind the scenes, and probably will be for the next year, where the country and the financial system starts to gear up and get the American people used to that.
Now, I want to ask you, can you offer us the crypto lesson of the week?
The crypto lesson of the week. Let me see if I can slim it down to one. Of course, I love to say, don't believe the hype. Don't jump on things just because it's hot and just because the bandwagon is there in front of you. But the main thing for people to understand is you're talking about assets. You're talking about something that has value. You wouldn't just leave your wallet sitting outside on your front steps or on the bus stop after you get on the bus. So similarly, when you're talking about cryptocurrency, currency, money, you're talking about digital currency, you've got to protect it. One of the biggest things that, one of the most important things we should add to our vocabulary is understanding about a crypto wallet and what the difference between crypto wallets are. You have a hot wallet, which is something that is connected to the internet, something that's connected to the world. It's usually easily accessible, but it's not the most secure thing that you can have. So for people who know a little bit more about it, if you get your cryptocurrency on an exchange, your exchange has a wallet where your cryptocurrency resides. The exchange and that wallet is not the safest place for you to keep it. That's just there for doing transactions. The alternative to the hot wallet is what's called a cold storage wallet. That's usually a physical device, whether it's a card similar to this one, or whether it's you might have seen Ledger Nano cold storage USB wallet. They represent something that's not connected to the internet, not always connected to your computer, but they allow you to house and store your digital currency away from anywhere where it could be compromised. So protect your assets, learn what digital wallets are, and get yourself cold storage or cold wallet.
Okay. Now, can you speak to us about two-factor authentication, better known as 2FA?
Yes, that's another thing. The world that we're living in is increasingly focused on security and the need for security. You're just about every one of the credit bureaus has been hacked. If you've got whatever your chosen email platform is, chances are it's already been hacked. And there was a couple of years ago when there was loads of news that came out saying information has been compromised and there have been data breaches. Two-factor authentication allows you to put an extra layer of protection on the things that you have to access by signing in with your password or with a PIN number. All it basically is, or the most common form of it is if you were to sign in to an account, it would send a text message to your cell phone, and you would have to put in the PIN number that's sent to your cell phone so that you can access the account that you log into. Or what's even better than that, there's something called Google Authenticator, which after you would log in, you have this app on your phone called Google Authenticator, which puts this 6-digit code that changes every 20 seconds. So if someone happened to breach your account or hack your account, log in, unless they have your phone, unless they see the particular numbers that is displaying for that 20-second window, there's no way for them to get in. So instead of just one factor, you have two things that you have to go through to get access.
Now, earlier you mentioned that the U.S. is behind other countries in regard to digital currency. What are your thoughts on why that is?
There's been traditionally, when it comes to technology, when it comes to advances in the STEM fields, Asia, India, China, countries on that side of the world just have embraced that more than has been done in America. Unfortunately, we're the leaders in pop culture, but we're not necessarily taking serious the things that we need to embrace in terms of nation building and what would allow us to, maintain a strong position. So that's just the reality. You have whole cities and jurisdictions in China that are already functioning completely on the blockchain. You have different countries in the Netherlands and places in Europe where their whole municipality already runs on blockchain technology. So America has some catching up to do, but that presents a unique opportunity for everybody who's awake.
Now we have your Ethereum. Most of us don't know what, or may not know what blockchain is. For someone who is a complete newbie, can you give us some good resources to get us started? You mentioned Google. Where would we start looking to get more information on digital currency?
One of the best resources that I can share, it's free and open to anyone who wants it, is an organization, a group called Wealth Builders Worldwide. They actually gather together people all around the world and specifically have those conversations for newbies, for people who've never heard of this before and don't necessarily know where the pitfalls are and where the opportunities lie. So interestingly enough, right after this program, there's going to be a live presentation that Wealth Builders Worldwide is giving. And that's all on my social media platforms. And we can get that at the end. But anything that deals with, as I was saying, security, making sure that you're accessing cryptocurrency from the proper platforms and you're going about it the right way, can be covered by going to that group.
Now, before we close out today and we tune over into that program, can you give us just a few tidbits on what are the opportunities in the blockchain arena and how do we take advantage of them?
Excellent question. I was just in a conversation before getting on with you about how blockchain technology represents at least 10 different potentially trillion-dollar industries. Again, the whole world is moving in this direction. So when you think of markets, when you think of business, don't just think of what's going on in America, but various industries. Just to give some popular ones, you hear people talking about NFTs. Okay, that we are the kings and queens of creativity. Okay, and everyone else has benefited off of our creativity in many instances, but us. NFTs give creative people an opportunity to be their natural selves and reap all the rewards that come from their own creativity. And the platforms that I'm talking about will allow for the novice to learn how to make that transition. So instead of just focusing on art and creativity, you got the business of art and how you can make it benefit yourself. There's also decentralized finance. We all know about banks. We know about savings account. You put your money in a bank and the bank makes lots of money. You don't make very much off of it. Decentralized finance is leveling the playing field so that you get a much, much greater return on your money and much greater protections and growth out of your assets. So there's loads of information like that. I tell people go directly to the sites that I recommend. There's goldmasterplan.info. Again, you can look for wealthbuildersworldwide.net, and make sure you join me on this program that we're doing right after this one here.
All right, Wealth Builders Worldwide.net. Thank you.
Exactly.
All right.
And goldmasterplan.info.
Yes. I appreciate you joining us today. This has been an informative segment, so I look forward to having you back on the show to discuss more about cryptocurrency.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us today and tuning into National Network View News. Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Follow us on social media at NNV News, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, NNV News. This is Rosalind Parks with National Network View News. Good night.
Be a part of the force that powers truth in journalism. Go to nnvnews.com/donate.